This is literally you, and Ritsu, and Reigen. It's everyone. And understanding this changed my life overnight. In a penultimate episode, it's confirmed that the thing inside Mob is simply Shigeo Kageyama. But isn't that just Mob? Well, yes and no. It's another side of him. There's two versions, mostly caused by an incident with Ritsu, but also by his insecurities and doubts. You have the same dynamic inside you, and to understand this, we're going to look at Reigen. Mob's rampage is stopped by Reigen talking about his other side, and that's because it made what I'm about to talk about click for him too. Reigen admits he hates the side of himself that lied and used Mob. You probably have things you don't like about yourself too, but Reigen makes peace with it by saying, that allowed Mob to enter my life. He confesses everything to Mob and says, hey, this is the real me. That's the important part. Accepting, not fighting or hiding. Reigen is fully open about it because you'll never win that fight, but as soon as you accept it, there's no longer a fight and it really diminishes. Initially, Mob tries to resist his other side. In fact, that might even be the reason why it grew so strong, was because of how much he suppressed it. In the finale, he tries to stop it to no avail, but as soon as he accepts it, his rampage comes to an end. For you, your other side might be you're afraid of people laughing at you, people rejecting you. It could be some trait or habit you dislike about yourself. For me, it's the fear of not being good enough and no one wanting to be with me. A couple weeks back, I got dumped out of nowhere. And of course, initially I was very upset. It caused a lot of old negative thoughts to come to light. But after rewatching this episode, it clicked. I was able to just look at myself and go, oh, that's why I was feeling slow. I don't think I'm capable of finding anyone else. And just being aware of that made me feel better. Overnight, I woke up a whole new person. I realised the reason I wanted to be with her was honestly more because of that insecure side of me rather than the real me actually liking her. And Mob seems to have a similar thing to an extent too. And so how can you use this? Well, I'm sure you've all had something pop into your mind whilst you've been watching this. And I found just being aware of that makes a huge difference. Now, because it would be so different for everyone, I can't tell you exactly what to do. And I mean, I wouldn't have all the answers anyway, but just being aware of it and thinking about how it might make you act, you'll find that makes a big difference. And the very last point I want to say is, I love this part where Reigen says, where he begins to say, you don't need to worry, and then corrects himself, says, actually that's perfectly normal. Mob Psycho doesn't paint this unrealistic idea of like perfectionism. It's perfectly normal to have these doubts and worries. It's not about removing them, it's about accepting them. There were a couple points throughout the show where we saw that side of Mob he desperately tried to contain. Most notably that brief moment against the boss at the end of season 2. And as we saw, trying to hide it like that just didn't work for him. And it won't work for you either, it's not worked for me in the past. I want you to imagine talking to that doubtful side of yourself and just telling them, hey, we'll be okay. You'll feel a lot better for it. And that is one of the many things we learn from Mob.